All right, hello everyone.
Let us talk about the Sprouse twins.
And no, we're ending the conversation about the Sprouse twins. Welcome to Chapter 17 of The Threads of Fate. We're excited that you're here with us again for yet another exciting episode. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And in the comments, tell us what your favorite lore break has been. How about that? I think that might be a fun one. Let us know. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in to tonight's episode. Last time,
Got him.
I killed him. I actually did give him a level of exhaustion last time because Dez decided that with his wizard strength he was going to climb a tree, and he had to make some checks and saving throws and such. He did successfully climb the tree thanks to his climber's kit, but he did not walk out unscathed because he did get a level of exhaustion in the process. However, at the top of the tree, Dez discovered some of the people that were, in the words of the tree spirit Sugar, crawling around inside it. And he saw a wyvern, a guy in intimidating armor, and a couple of other people who were informing the guy in intimidating armor that they had acquired a relic that someone was looking for. The title they used, I believe they used, was the Regent was looking for this relic of some type. Deciding against making his way into the tree by himself, which probably would not have been wise, Dez made his way back down to the tree, and he and Olana met up with everybody else, filled everybody in, and then everybody got free tickets to the Big Top show tonight. So you all decided to go see the amazing Big Top circus performance, saw all sorts of cool things at it, but during the show's grand finale with a chimera, something happened. Olana saw out of the corner of her eye a figure use a scroll to cast a spell at the chimera, which sent it into a frenzy, attacking its trainer and causing a panic in the tent. The party was able to subdue the chimera without killing it, though they did face some pretty substantial injuries in the process. And in the meantime, Olana sent Chester, her badger familiar, after the figure she saw cast the spell, the spell scroll. And then as the battle ended, a dwarf guard captain stormed in, demanding to know what was going on in his town. So that is where we left off. And actually, we're going to start with Chester. While the chaos of the battle engulfs the carnival tent, the badger wriggles out from under the canvas on a mission. Kelly, I need you to roll a perception or survival check for Chester to get on the trail of his target.
Go, Chester, go!
What'd you say?
Perception or survival. Seeing if he can catch a scent or find tracks to follow.
14.
14. Okay. So now.
Oh wait, you said perception? Sorry.
Yeah.
I know that you said that twice already. 16.
16. Okay. Okay. Chester, you know, you had mentally conveyed what you had seen of this figure, hooded figure, to Chester. Chester doesn't see anyone like that, but he does see prints in the ground, and he's able to start following them away from the tent. He's following them very carefully. He sniffs the prints, finds a scent, and makes a beeline along the trail, even after the prints disappear on cobblestone. Chester feels pretty confident that he's got the scent of this individual. It's, you know, your kind of standard mix of bodily odors that a humanoid being would have. You know, any humanoid being would have. Chester thinks you are all quite smelly.
Hang on, Chester.
That's fair.
But also a whiff of this strange arcane energy, almost like the smell of lightning, mixed in from the spell scroll. So Chester is following this trail, feels pretty good about it. Back in the tent, the battle's just wrapped up. Olana, you immediately go to see through Chester's eyes. He's outside of the range for you to do that. So you try, nothing. And then the dwarf guard captain comes in with some other guards. It's a male dwarf. He's got dark skin, auburn hair streaked with gray, matching beard. And he comes in with a commanding presence and says, now what in the hell is happening in my town? What is going on here? There's a riot, there's people getting trampled, this creature went crazy.
There was a guy with a hood, and he did a spell thing, and the chimera lost, or the trainer lost control of the chimera. The chimera kind of went wild and started attacking people, and it was chaos.
As you're explaining all this, Phineas Applebottom, the ringmaster, and his daughter, Araya, who's the animal tamer, make their way over. Araya is like clutching her side, like she's clearly injured, but she's on her feet. And she says, "Sir, you have to believe me. Sorry. David would never go crazy like that without some intervention.
Yeah, no, there's a guy who's standing over there, and he definitely dipped once everything started going to shit, but, like, I got kind of a look at him. I have my badger going after him.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. $12.
Right. Well, I'm just supposed to take your word for it that there was a guy with a hood on his head who casted a spell and made this monster go crazy. I mean, look. There's a reason I was against this carnival coming into town, and it was exactly because of this type of nonsense, okay? Dangerous monsters like that do not belong in the civilized world.
Well, no.
There was something with its eyes. Wren is like slumped against the side of something. He's like sat down in the dirt. Like still very charred. He's lost some bits of his hair.
Yeah.
It's like there's something with its eyes. It didn't like it was cloudy. It didn't know what was happening. And I know because I got up close. We all did.
Right. Well, look. Appreciate you all stepping in and stopping this thing from causing any more havoc than it did. But somebody's got to answer for what happened here. And as far as I can tell, it's the circus.
No.
Did you already do an investigation?
What was that?
Did you already do an investigation into seeing what caused this?
Now, look here. I'll have you, and at this point, more people come into the tent. All at the same time. So from the, like, backstage area, you see, like, basically sprinting in is the Goliath woman you've run into a couple times, Dagmar, who is sort of in charge of the logistics of the carnival. She comes sprinting in, and she's like, "Phineas, are you?" And then she sees the guards there, and she pulls up short and stops herself. At the same time that this happens, like, she comes charging in, like, just a second later. Coming into the tent behind the guards is a group of people. One of whom a couple of you recognize as Mage Hand Christoph Goldwasser. He is this pale, sickly-looking man, dark hair, and alongside him is a very short human woman. She can't be even 5 feet tall. I mean, she's quite short. She's got very curly, dark hair, about shoulder length, tanned skin, and very nice looking clothes. And they've got some sort of guards flanking them as well. And then with them actually also is a tall human man with a very well manicured gray beard. He's got a little bit of a gut, but still looks, despite the fact that he's probably in his 50s or 60s, still looks in decent shape. He looks very wealthy based on the quality of his clothes, the rings on his fingers, etc. As these three come in with their own set of guards, the woman steps forward and says, Captain Ailson, I came here as quickly as I could. What on earth happened at this fabulous carnival? And the dwarf guard sort of does stands at attention and says, Burgermeister, ma'am, there was this creature went mad and attacked the carnival. As I warned, could be an issue when you invited them to town, and several people stepped in to prevent it from doing too much harm. But right now, we gotta make sure that the carnival is held to account for bringing such a dangerous creature into our town. The Burgermeister sort of says, okay. Turns to all of you and says, so you stepped in? Thank you for that. May I ask who you are?
Hi. My name is Despair Thorncrest, but you can call me Des. And this is everybody else. We're a group that is called the Starlight Shepherds. Is that what the group name is?
That's what the group name is, yes.
That's what was on our certificate.
Yeah. We're still working on it. It could change. But we didn't step in. We were already here.
Right, but you intervened?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like there was any police or any security nearby that could help. So we wanted to help.
I'm pretty sure I got stepped on, but my memory's a little hazy.
Well,
There was a guy in a cloak.
a guy in a cloak.
There's a
lot of
guy in a
screams
cloak.
again.
Then he did some magic, and the chimera went crazy and went wild. I was waiting for this guy over here to bring it up, but he didn't mention anything because he's obviously anti-carnival. But there's a guy out there that is responsible for this, that we are just letting get away. Can I leave? Like, I want to go find my badger.
Burgermeister, look, I don't have any evidence of what these people are talking about, and at this point, the mage hand steps in and says, if you will excuse me, far be it from me to disagree with our esteemed guard captain, but it is possible that there was some other means of intervention that caused this incident. This figure you say with the hood, what happened exactly?
So I was watching this wonderful show, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw this figure in a cloak, in a hood, make this weird hand gesture, and then I saw a little, like, flash of light, of magic, go up and hit the chimera, and as I was watching that, the chimera went crazy, and when I looked to go see where the guy had gone, he had disappeared.
It's very possible this was a spell scroll of dominate monster or some other controlling
Do you
spell.
need a drink?
No.
Cough drop.
I saw
Do
you
you need
earlier
some
today.
healing?
I explained my whole deal.
I know,
She has-
but it's just startling.
Fever. He had scarlet fever as a kid.
Violet.
Sorry.
Scarlet fever is a whole different thing.
Thank you. Violet fever.
I appreciate you mentioning healing. I have seen healers. That is why I am alive. But the cough will be with me for the rest of my life. Anyway, all this to say that if there was spellcraft involved, perhaps the carnival should not pay. Perhaps it is whatever mage crafted such a spell.
Yeah. Now, if you don't mind, I want to go find my badger who is trailing this guy. I think I sent him to go trail this guy. But he's too far out of. He's out of range right now, so I need to go get closer.
The captain says, "No one's going anywhere until you're dismissed. All right."
You're dismissed.
I'm really tempted to turn myself into a badger.
The
Oh, hell yeah.
the Burgermeister says,
Hanging?
Now, let's all calm down. This was supposed to be a really wonderful night, and obviously there was a bad tragedy that happened here. And we do need to do something, but if our esteemed mage hand thinks there's a possibility of a third party being involved, I'm inclined to say that we should investigate that lead. And then the guard captain says, "Sure, but there's no way any of my guys can track down this person if they even exist, alright? They didn't see shit."
The badger's tracking.
Can I?
A badger tracking a guy? Come on now.
This badger can do a lot.
We being detained? Because if we're not being detained and charged, I don't think you can legally. I think we legally can leave. Can I make a legal check? Can I make a
Should
check
we-
for legal?
Should we go look for the black guy?
Yeah, make an intelligence check.
Wow, incredible. That is a 9.
You have no clue. The really wealthy-looking man steps in at this point and says, "Burgermeister, Captain Ailson, if I may. And it's a pleasure to meet you all, heroes who stepped in. You mentioned some sort of... Well, anyway. Starlight Shepherds, is that what you said your name was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Well, obviously, the city thanks you for your service. My name is Vicar Erpson, head of the Erpson family brewers. If I can make a suggestion, Burgermeister, guard captain, why not? If they have a badger that's after this figure, why not let them investigate it? But if they cannot find any evidence, then we will have to judge who is available to judge. The stability of this town is of great importance, as I'm sure everyone here is aware. Well, maybe not the out-of-towners, but...
I mean, we don't want towns to collapse.
Well, as... just so you know, the stakes of what we're talking about here, the city is of great importance to Breslin. We are the heartland of farming and brewing in the north part of the country, and...
Basket.
Sure.
Are you the bread basket?
Yes.
Back home we call our vineyards the gauntlet because we make all the wine, but there's another part that's the bread basket. It makes for a very good picnic.
You're from Jeanvin?
Yeah.
I've been there, very lovely. My point is that we are but a few months removed from the revolution, and if the new king cannot provide stability to Teichberg, then that's bad for everyone. So, as a compromise, I would suggest that we allow the Starlight Shepherds a few days to try and track down the one who did this. And if at such a time they have failed to deliver said evidence into the hands of, well, of you, Burgermeister, then we convene a trial for, well, for the leaders of the carnival. Because the populace needs to know that if something dangerous happens, if something goes wrong, the new government is here to take care of them and to bring the responsible parties to justice.
So can we go?
Burgermeister sort of is thinking about what Vicar Erpson said and just sort of nods and says, "Very wise words, Lord Erpson. Thank you for your advice." And he raises his hand and says, "Please, not a lord anymore." The Burgermeister turns to all of you and says, "Very well. Starlight Shepherds, I bid you good evening. Good luck on your investigation." And the guard captain's like, "Now, just to hang on." And Captain Ailson and I will handle things from here. And those of you here at the carnival, I apologize. That must have been very scary. But I think we should close up for the evening, and they start continuing on with the business as you guys get ready to depart. Unless you want to do anything else with anybody that's present here.
Is the tent still on fire?
A couple of other Goliaths have rushed out to start putting out.
Someone's doing it.
Yeah. No, it seems like the head of the Goliath family, a woman in charge of the logistics, Dagmar, she is sort of taking charge of the operation, but she's sticking pretty close to Phineas and Araya Applebottom right now. As you all sort of get ready to depart. As Phineas and Dagmar are trying to smooth things over as best as they can with the Burgermeister and the guard captain, and you guys are making your way out of the tent, Araya follows you, still clutching her side, but says, "Wait, I just thank you for not killing him. I don't have much, but here." And she hands over a little pouch. These are, well, when you're on the road, we've got more than one of these. When you're on the road, it's, sometimes meals get boring, and a little bit of spice goes a long way.
Des goes, "All right. I love spices. What kind of spice is this?" Opens the bag.
So, as you try to do that, you don't get anything. And that's weird. You reach your fingers in, and you don't feel anything. And she's like, "You gotta, think of what spice you want."
Is this Heward's
Saffron.
handy spice pouch?
As you reach in, you smell saffron, you pull saffron out. This is Heward's handy spice pouch.
Going in the party inventory.
Whoa. Honestly, best item in the game.
Well,
We should
thank
spice
you.
everything.
Good luck on, please, clear our names.
Oh, yeah, you got it. We'll try our best, at least.
Good luck.
And you guys,
All right.
Hey, Olana, where should we go?
well,
Where's Chester?
I'm turning my, well, okay, give me a second, and I'm gonna healing word myself.
Oh, good. I'm gonna slump down against a wall again.
yeah, you find, a heart to lean against.
Does anyone need a little bit of healing? I don't have much I can give, but I can give a bit.
I just
I'm
healed
okay.
myself.
You guys
10.
already helped.
Are you okay, Wren?
Yeah. It's
Ren, how low are you?
Oh, I feel much better now.
Okay.
Insight check? Is he actually?
Yeah,
You.
I'm only missing 5 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
healed him.
Oh, okay.
You already healed me.
Okay.
One of you already
Share.
healed me, yeah.
And then I am going to wild shape
But
into
my
a
clothes
cat.
are half burned away.
Okay, you wild shape into a cat. Okay.
And I am gonna go bounding off to where
Yeah, you can kind
I
of
know Chester.
you know what direction Chester went in. Yeah. You start following Chester's trail, the rest of you following Olana the cat. What is your cat wild shape look like?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, what do I look like? Don't have any of that written down. What do I look like? Okay, so mostly black fur, but with speckles of like orange fur.
Cute. You go off. All of you are following. Pull up Chester's stat block again, and I'd like you to make another perception or survival check for me.
Good job.
Whoops.
16. Okay.
16.
Oh
again,
wait, you said Chester, right?
for Chester.
16. Perception.
Okay.
No, 15. Perception.
15 perception. Okay. Chester follows the trail quite far, and you following Chester following this trail, you make your way, across the city. It's dark out, but word is very quickly spread that there is some kind of accident at the carnival. You can hear, as you're passing by taverns and such, people talking about it. You leave through the Shant Avenue district where the carnival was being held, and you make your way then into the Crosstown district, and then over to the waterfront by the lake. And then eventually a spot where Chester is just sort of circling in the street, sniffing the air. And Chester seems annoyed.
Do I have to cast Speak with Animals?
No. You can
Okay,
telepathically
That's
connect
right.
with Chester.
That's right. Hi, bud. It's me. Did you find him, or did you lose his trail?
I followed him as far as I could, and then the smell of magic went away, and now I can't. There's too many people. I can't.
Can I help Chester? I guess I don't really know what.
Yeah, unfortunately, at this point, the trail's gone cold. But
I'm gonna look at everyone.
I'm gonna
Look at
turn.
everyone around because there's the two animals squeaking at each other for a moment.
yeah,
Well, I can
Look at
talk
everyone.
as a cat, and then Chester and I are just staring at each other because we're telepathically communicating.
Chester goes on to be like, I disappeared somewhere close, somewhere around here, but I don't know
Where?
where.
I'm gonna turn to the group. I'm gonna say, does anyone know how to detect magical, like, residue?
I mean, I can do detect magic and see if that would do anything.
It's worth a shot.
Okay. I cast detect magic.
Yeah, nothing comes up on the radius that you're not expecting to find. I mean, you guys have a few magic items, but
I would like to sniff. There's two animals with decent perception. I would like to sniff around.
you can try. The DC on isolating this scent is going to be quite high because you don't really know what you're sniffing for. But you can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Nope. It's a 12.
Yeah,
And you said there are other people around?
yeah, I mean, there's a few people still out on the street, but in this area of the city, there's not many people out, I would say. You're down by the waterfront. There's, like, some warehouses. You're actually kind of at a spot where the, like, main road through town meets up with sort of the road running right along the waterfront. And, like, on this side of the intersection are, like, warehouses, and on this side of the intersection are, like, housing. And that's sort of the area that you're in. So there's a few people out and about, but there's not a ton of people.
I'm gonna find one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. Sorry, I have a question. We're looking for a man in a hood, possibly evil. Have you seen any, like, people walking by here other than, like, us?
Perhaps
that's
someone
so
who may have
weird.
been in a hurry to get away.
Yeah, oh, that's really good, Rhonda. Someone in a hurry with a hood and an evil look. Maybe laughing to themselves. Muttering about their next big plan.
This person that you stopped is an orc woman. And she says, well, no, I can't say I did notice anyone like that. What's this about?
We're just trying to save the day.
There was an attack at the carnival. We're trying to find the perpetrator. We think they may have fled in this direction.
Did anybody get hurt?
Oh, yeah. Look at me.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I hadn't seen anything.
We'll spread the word that there might be a killer on the loose, and that everybody needs to stay, like, on edge.
No, I don't think we need to alert everyone. We're working on it. I'm sure it'll be
Don't help
fine.
Anybody.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks.
She makes her way off. As you all are, as Kat Olana was trying to help Chester pick up another scent. You weren't able to find it. You weren't able to find the trail. And Chester's like, it's also tough because he smelled kind of like that weird stone tree a little bit too.
Did he go in the tree? Is there an entrance to the tree somewhere around here?
I don't know if there's an entrance to the trees.
Okay, now I'm looking for an entrance to the tree, and I'm gonna tell Dez. I'm gonna go over to Dez, and I'm gonna, like, start, like, pawing at him. Dez! He might have gone inside the tree.
Chester, where's the entrance to the tree that's not at the very top?
And Chester goes,
He says he doesn't know. I just asked him that. But we gotta look for something that could be an entrance to a tree.
Okay, so trees have roots. Are we near any other trees?
Holes in the ground?
There are a handful of trees, like, on the side of the street where the houses are. There's a few trees.
Are there any holes in the ground?
Um,
Big man-sized.
no, you do not see any. You do
Bad
not
guys
see any
did
just
that.
like giant holes, giant open
Sure.
holes in the middle of the street.
Ben, with that detect magic I cast, can I look at those trees and notice if there's any like something hiding?
Yeah,
entrance?
nothing catches your eye with the detect magic on the nearby trees.
Can I go look at the trees to see if there's something in Druidic or some, like, tree symbol thing?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, shit. Oh! Okay, 18.
Yeah, you very carefully check these trees and you don't find anything in Druidic or any hidden messages or anything like that.
Okay, but he smelled like the tree. There's gotta be some entrance. How far away from the tree are we at this point?
Couple blocks actually from here. It's like 2.5, 3 blocks like inland from where you are.
But this is where
Or away from the lake.
Chester.
This is where Chester lost the scent.
I mean, it could be in a house. There are houses nearby.
There are houses nearby, there are warehouses nearby, there's lots of possibilities.
It could be anywhere.
I hate
How much longer?
to be that person because I really want to get inside this tree. But I did catch on fire today, and I climbed a really big tree, and I'm really tired, and I think it might be worthwhile picking up the scent tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if he's running, though.
Well,
Gonna
if
keep
he
running.
smells like the tree, like Chester says, the tree's not going anywhere. And we know how to get in the tree, even though it is very tedious and exhausting. But thrilling.
How far away from our hotel are we? Or our inn?
About the same distance that you are from the tree.
Alright, because that's the foot.
Because it's in the hotel you're staying in is in the same plaza that the tree is in.
Okay, I agree that we're
Yeah,
probably
then-
gonna have better luck finding this in the morning. But also, nobody's gonna really bat much of an eye at a badger and a cat digging around in a warehouse for another hour-ish. And then I'll come back and tell you what I find. Thoughts? I don't know why I'm so focused
Yeah,
on this.
you should probably have someone with you if you do stay. Even if they're not with you, but in the general vicinity.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Maybe someone could at least be within message range, because I could stay nearby and message you
Yeah.
to just check in on you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and it would only be for like another hour. I can't stay like this all that long.
Well, if it's just for another hour, I'm fine with sticking out for another hour.
But if we find it tonight, I think we should go sleep before we
Sure.
get into another fight.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And is it just like a clear shot of the tree from here? Is there a road leading directly there? Like standing in this area looking
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah. The tree is like a little bit off to the left. If you're facing if you're facing like down the main street through the center of town, it's in that same direction up the street, a little off to the left. Because the plaza that it's in is like just off of the main street.
I think the warehouses are a good idea. If I was an evil person and I needed to hide in the warehouse for a bit, I would hide in a warehouse for a bit.
Yeah.
Solid.
Was it too dark to see what color the cloak was?
It was like a dark brown cloak. Maybe leather, though you're not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I mean, you guys can pick a warehouse to...
What's the entrance to the nearest warehouse? Is there a door?
Yeah, there's a door that's locked. Or, Chester and Olana are both small animals, so you can try to find another way to wriggle in. Does somebody want to just roll a d20 for me and tell me what number you get?
I'll do
Sure.
it.
Oh, no,
I
Matt.
will do it.
No, Matt, I insist.
I'll do it. That's a 16.
Okay.
There are 16 warehouses.
So, Chester quickly finds a way to wriggle in a little, hole in the side of the warehouse, and Olana, you're able to follow inside. I'll have both you and Chester make another perception check here.
I got a 13, but Chester got a natural 20.
Wow.
For a 23.
Good for
Big bad, big bad.
Chester.
Is he still on one hit point?
No. Yes, I think he does.
Incredible.
Because he did get
Locked in.
injured
Yeah.
during the fight, yeah.
No, he got injured trying to climb the tree.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Chester's like, wait, I think I got it again. Hurries through the warehouse. You're going between all these boxes. You're getting very distracted because they are clearly storing, it's quite cold in this warehouse. There's all these big blocks of ice packed with hay around them to keep them insulated, and then those hay packed blocks of ice that are still melting and spreading out are around these crates of fish. And so you're getting quite distracted by the fish, because you're a cat. But you and Chester make your way around to the back, down some stairs, and there's stairs that go down into a basement, and then there's a corner turn, and Chester's in front of you, and Chester rounds the corner, and you hear someone say, "Oi, what's that?" Some stinking animal. And Chester's like, poofs out of existence.
Wait, Like, got hit?
Yeah, he got attacked.
Got it.
Wait, can we say I healed him 6 hit points prior? Will he still poof out of existence?
He has 5 hit points.
Like, that's his hit point max is 5.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Fyn hates badgers. You heard it here first.
You quickly, like, I need you to make a stealth check now.
Okay. As a cat.
We hear magic?
It's a 6.
You see these 2, like, surly looking guys round the corner of this, like, staircase. And they're talking to each other and they're like, we gotta find out where all these animals are getting in here, man. They're gonna get all the fit. Hey! Get that cat! They go to kick you. Get out of here! Okay, that's probably not gonna hit you. That's like an 8.
Nope.
You skedaddle, you make a break for it. Are you trying to get out of the warehouse, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna go up. Like, into the rafters of the warehouse, if there are any.
Alright, this is gonna be an athletics check to climb up there.
I have a climbing speed of 40.
Oh, well then I guess not. If you've got a climbing speed, then no.
Okay. I've got a climbing speed of 40.
Meow! They see you climb up there. One of them's gonna pick up a rock and try to throw it at you up in the rafters.
Wow. So we're killing these people, right?
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
That doesn't get rid of my temporary hit points. Wild shield. So. I'm gonna. Is there a window or something towards the top,
Make a perception
or
check.
an opening of some sort?
Make a perception or investigation.
$22.
Yeah, you find a window that you can climb out of.
Okay.
Do you do that?
Yes.
Okay. You scamper out the window, round the corner, back to your friends.
Okay. Are they out of? Like, did the guys follow the cat at all?
They, as you're leaving out the window, one of them goes, "And stay out!
Got it.
Fish aren't for cats!"
Yes, they. What? Okay. Once I get back to my friends.
These fish aren't for cats, not fish for cats.
I'm gonna revert back to my normal form. I'm gonna make sure that nobody's watching,
Sure.
and go behind a bush or something and come back, because druids are rare, and I don't know why. And I'm gonna say, okay, so Chester found a staircase in the warehouse, and there's a bunch of fish. So that's really interesting. But there's also guys down there with the fish. Is anybody else really hungry right now? I could really go for a nice fish fry. Yes, I think there's something with this staircase in this warehouse that is worth investigating. But there were guys there, and they threw shit at. Well, they threw a rock at me and tried to kick me. So that wasn't very nice. And they made Chester go poof. So I'm gonna have to resummon him.
Do we want to investigate it tomorrow?
I think that, yeah, because there's guys there right now. So
Okay.
Well, maybe they saw something.
Maybe. Or they're connected.
Right.
It's them.
Yeah.
Maybe. But we can check the stairs tomorrow.
Yes. Can I put a little druidic symbol on the warehouse so I remember which one it
Sure.
is?
You guys return to the inn, unless there's anything else you're trying to do.
I think so.
Great. You guys return to the inn, make your way to bed, and turn in for the night. And go and take a long rest.
Now, Ben, this means I lose my exhaustion, correct?
Yes. Your exhaustion. Each long rest removes 1 level of exhaustion. Which I believe you only have 1 level, so you should be good now.
Why is there like a thing now? Does anyone else have the thing that says long rest rules?
Yeah. It's like the 2014 rules
versus
versus
the 2024.
Yeah.
But why would you only recover half hit dice with a long rest?
That's always been the rule.
But now it's all hit dice.
Oh.
Yeah, 2024 rules.
Well,
Now you recover all.
sure. The rule used to be that you only recovered half of your hit dice on a long rest.
Okay. Have we done that? Is that how we were playing before this?
We
Yeah.
never took short
But you
rests.
didn't. You also didn't
Yeah.
take short rests that often.
No, this says long rest rules.
Yeah, but
That
we would
no,
only
but
need to
the
use
hit dice
short
you
dice.
use for your short rest.
Yeah, you're not using
So
hit
like
dice
if you
when
used all
long
of your
rest.
hit dice.
I see what you're
Hit
saying.
dice you're using on a short rest.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah. Fun things.
He's gonna stay up as late as possible.
Okay,
Again, he will eventually
sure.
be exhausted, fall asleep.
Roll a d20 for me here.
20.
What?
20.
20? Not 20? Incredible. Wren, as you're struggling to get to sleep, you're tossing and turning, you turn, you look out the window, you can see the ironwood tree from your window. And very faintly in the darkness, it's a cloudy night, there's not much in the sky, but there's a very brief part in the clouds, and you can see like the moon, which tonight is on, I can tell you what phase it's in, is a waning, it's waning somewhere, like it's a crescent, but it's a big crescent.
Classic moon.
And so clouds apart, you can see the moon and like a line across it from the rings. And in that brief moment where the clouds part, you can see standing out against this in the light, something large and winged emerge from the top of the ironwood tree, look around, and then fly off to the north.
Des told me about what he saw inside the tree, or learned inside the tree, right?
Yeah.
And north is not the direction where we were coming at the warehouse.
Nope.
Correct.
You came. The warehouse is to the east of where you are.
I'll leap up from bed, run, smash my head against the, well, my face against the window. Just kind of like watching it as long as I can.
Yeah, you watch it for as long as you can as it flies off, but eventually you just lose track of it. But it's heading north.
Who's in the room with me? Who am I sleeping with? Am I alone?
I think you and Neela are sharing a room.
That makes sense.
Because she was, like, helping you when you were, drunk.
What?
Neela,
What?
there's a thing in the sky. It flew
What?
from the tree. There's a thing in the sky. It flew from the tree.
Is it just a
Face still pressed up
bird?
against the window. Oh, well, I mean, maybe it's a bird, but didn't Des say that there was a thing with wings or flying in the tree?
Okay. I'm gonna, like, roll out of bed. Try to, like, focus my eyes.
Yeah, make a perception check. Disadvantage.
What are the different things here?
What am I looking at, man?
Okay, so you see the sky,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was like big wings.
Yeah, that's a
In the sky.
4.
Yeah, unfortunately at this point, it's too far gone for you to see it.
Are you sure it wasn't just a bird? We've
mean,
gone
how
over
big do
what
birds
birds are,
get?
right? I mean,
You know what birds are.
like eagles and owls can have like a 4-foot wingspan. I think maybe even bigger at some points when they're like, but I don't know if those are like normal around here. I don't know birds. Maybe Des can help you in the morning.
You're right. I start going to the door.
No. In the morning.
Okay.
When the sun is above the horizon, you can talk to Des.
Okay.
Because you're not going
Did I
to be
wake
able
you
to
up? I
see
woke
it
you up.
anymore tonight. You did.
Sorry.
Thank you. Just, it's okay if it's like an emergency or something like really important. It's okay to wake people up. Birds aren't usually that important, but if you said it wasn't a bird, we'll talk to Des tomorrow. Unless you think it's super important, we can go talk to him right now.
Oh, no, you should sleep. You should sleep.
What was he saying was flying? What do you think this is?
Didn't Des say... Oh, gosh. Des said there were the people, and one of them couldn't leave, had to wait till night. And it's night.
Oh, from the tree.
From the tree! Are you not even
Oh.
looking at the tree? That's why you didn't see it.
You pointed up at the sky. I tried.
You're right, this
It's
is on me.
dark
This is
out.
on me. Come on, you go back to sleep. I'll go to sleep too.
Yes, you should sleep. You got beat up today. You should sleep.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my little sketch pad painting supplies. There it is, and I'm gonna try and draw.
You try and
what
make a quick sketch of it before you go to sleep, and as you're thinking about it, Neela goes back to sleep pretty quickly. As you're thinking about it, winding down, your eyes are sort of getting heavy, but Neela had said, like, well, there's some eagles and owls that can have, like, 4-foot wingspans, but this thing was way bigger than that. It was definitely way bigger than that. This thing was big enough for someone to ride on, theoretically.
I'll just write in the corner, really big owl? ?
And then you fall asleep.
Then I'll fight sleep as long as I can, and it'll eventually get me.
Yeah.
Just like the fire.
The morning rolls around. You all convene for your continental breakfast.
Yes.
Hey, Red. I'm still so sore from yesterday.
You did a lot of climbing.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a lot of climbing today if we don't find how to get in that tree. Sorry, Wren, did you have a question?
Are you? I look to Neela for blessing. Okay, last night as I was going to sleep, and I really couldn't get to sleep at all, so I was just lying there. I tried counting sheep, and then that made me think about how I was missing my sheep, and they didn't like me, and it kind of made me sad for a while, so I stopped thinking about that. But anyway, then I kept going and thinking about badgers and cats, and I was wondering if I should, like, get a pet cat, and maybe Olana could help me, or a pet badger or something. It seems to be a cool thing to do.
Ren.
Sorry. I saw something. And it flew from the... I'll dig it out. It's got some eggs on it. I wiped that off. I saw this. It had wings, and it flew from the tree, and I think it was a really big bird.
Well, like
It
this
flew
region,
that
this region of
way.
the world really doesn't have a lot of big birds that can take flight. There's some large birds that walk around more than anything, but I bet you saw that wyvern that I talked about yesterday. Did it have like, it had like 2 legs in the back, and it had like a large breast, and then big long wings?
Yeah. Roughly sounds.
I wasn't paying attention to its last.
Well, so like in birds and other animals, they have a large breastbone that actually allows them to have enough kinetic energy to make to take flight. Considering that this one had a rider with it, so it had to be huge to actually carry support another creature's weight on top of it. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
It looked like it in the picture.
I think that's what you saw. Which means that there's now not a wyvern inside the stone tree, so it's a little bit safer for us to go in there.
Well, that's good.
All right. I think I'm ready to climb it again if we...
Well, let's see
Call
if
it.
we don't need to climb it.
I feel actually like really good after it. I think I'm going to do it every day.
At this point, one of the people who works at the inn, like, brings over teas, breakfast tea, or refills everybody's breakfast teas, and is like, oh, well, be careful out there today. You know, the carnival, it sounds like, so things went crazy there last night, and, you know, they could go crazy.
Oh,
What?
it sounded like you were doing a Midwestern accent.
Things could go crazy again there tonight. You know, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse tonight and all, and weird things happen on a lunar eclipse.
There's gonna be an eclipse?
Yeah, a lunar eclipse tonight. Yeah. Well, I knew
That's interesting.
one of the Stockton boys. He was
Stop. Who are the... Huh?
just some local boys. Last time there was a lunar eclipse, he was up by the old fairy tree, and he disappeared during the lunar
fairy
eclipse.
tree?
Yeah, you know the old fairy tree.
No, I do not know the old fairy tree.
Oh,
but
you're
I-
not from town, right?
You're saying a lot of things that we have no reference for.
Well, see, they
Like,
were
we should have
they were trying to build. A few decades back, they were trying to do the big project to, make the King's Road better, and they were going to take down the old fairy tree. But we told the king, if you take down the old fairy tree, you're going to make all the fairies pissed off. So then they took a lot of work, but we got the king to redirect the road around where the fairy tree is, because we don't want to make the fairies mad, because then they could have caused all sorts of problems for us. So the fairy tree's already in place, but, sometimes, like, I don't know, the Stockton boys, they were, they're troublemakers. They were drinking, they were getting into mischief, whatever. Last lunar eclipse, one of them was up by the fairy tree, probably making some no-good mischief up there. disturbing the fairies, and he disappeared for a full fortnight. But when he showed back up, he didn't have any memory of where he'd been or how long he'd been gone.
He didn't.
Where is this tree?
Where is
It's
this?
just out of town, up on the hill, between Farmer Dan and Farmer Joe.
Great. Can you do
I'll
that
put it on the
this
map.
second?
I'll put it on a map for you.
I'm gonna lean over to Rhonda. I don't know. I'm sitting next to Rhonda now. And just say, I'm starting to realize that when I talk a lot, it's kind of hard to follow.
I don't know if I'd say that. Why do you think it's hard to follow?
She said so many words that I couldn't keep up with. There's another tree, and people forgetting things.
I think we're starting to understand you, though, Wren. I wouldn't worry about us understanding you. This is a new person that we've never spoken to before.
Okay,
The woman
then I won't
finishes.
change a thing.
The woman finishes drawing you a crude map to the location of the fairy tree. It's like, last everybody around here knows about the fairy tree. Anyway, just be careful today, out of towners.
Thank you. We will.
Thanks.
Guys, this
Are
place is
they,
crazy.
Yeah.
There's a petrified tree. There's a fairy tree, so potentially a way into the Fey realm. There's a lunar eclipse. I mean, that was probably going to happen regardless of where we were. But, like, that's wild because also of our whole, like, night sky weird situation that we had a little bit ago. I'm really excited to see what happens today.
Yeah. If we go to the Fey realm, I've heard a lot of stories of this before. Is it bad if I give them my full name?
I don't know that we are going to the Fey realm. I don't know that that's in the docket for today. Is it?
We can see where the day takes us.
We
I'm
may
not
end the day in the
against
Fey
it.
realm, is what you're saying.
I would not be against going to the Fey realm, considering that is another method, another way of finding out what's going on with the petrified tree.
We're bringing an accompanied miner to the Fey realm tonight, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's accompanied.
Maybe they would know my full name.
I mean, we got Sugar Maple. She could probably show us around. You guys could meet Sugar Maple, I think. Right? Yeah, you guys would meet Sugar Maple. That would be cool.
Okay. So now we're being rerouted to Fairy Tree.
No,
we're done with the warehouse.
We'll still go to the warehouse. I just
And
really
we'll
want to
end
see
the
what
night
happens
in Fairy
to us
Tree.
on this lunar eclipse. I
Hopefully
feel
nothing.
that's-
Hopefully, best case scenario, nothing happens during the lunar eclipse. We go to the warehouse, we check out the fairy tree, do not get put into the Fey realm, go home, sleep, wake up, we're all here.
Okay, but I do kind of want to go into the Fey realm.
I second that. I want to get inside that.
That does not surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
Is it fun?
Neela, Rhonda, thoughts on the Fey realm today?
Maybe not today, but today could be a good
Fey realm
time
tonight, queens?
to make it in if the fairy tree does weird stuff. On the
You
lunar.
know, I mean, we've done. It's just another place.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mom always told me not to mess with the Fae, but she's like at the other side of the continent, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If the trail kind of went cold at the warehouse, maybe we should start there. And it's pretty early. Maybe there's no one working there quite yet. If we can, like, do that first, and then we can see where we're at later with the Fey realm stuff. I don't know if I personally think it's a great idea to go there today, but I'm not opposed to at least investigating the tree before we go in.
I mean, if you guys have other plans, I don't want to hold you up if we go to the Fey realm.
No, it's more that we're trying to get into the petrified tree to, like, clear the name of the carnival workers first, and I just want to make sure we're prioritizing the right things.
Okay. I'm speaking from experience. Climbing that tree, very hard.
That's why we need to go to back to the warehouse.
The warehouse might just be a door right in.
We definitely...
I feel bad because I didn't think about that.
About the fairy tree? We just found out about fairy tree 2 minutes ago.
No, about the warehouse might have a secret door to the petrified tree.
Yes. Speaking
Or
of
it could be more
which,
fish.
give me 10 minutes.
And you work on resummoning Chester. Alright. This seems like a good place to take a quick break as you all finish up your breakfast and set out for the warehouse. We will see you right on the other side of this quick war break. Stories of the Fey realm are numerous all across the world. The land the fairies and nature spirits call home is similar to the material world in some ways, but vastly different in others. It is widely believed that the Fey world was created by the earth god Kyra to hide and protect the wellspring of life. Legends claim that the wellspring of life is a repository of the vast energies of creation, the remnants of raw chaos energy left over after reality came into existence. Kyra hid the wellspring so that it couldn't be misused, and either intentionally separated the Fey realm from the material world as part of hiding it, or the magical force of the wellspring itself created the divide accidentally. Either way, priests and scholars agree that the reason the Fey realm and material world are so different is precisely because it is home to the wellspring of life. Alright, welcome back. So, you guys have left the inn, make your way back down the street towards the waterfront area, and the warehouses. Olana, you're able to locate the warehouse you guys were in, you and Chester were in last night. And the waterfront in the morning, much busier area than it was last night.
So we can blend in.
You can see a lot of, like, pretty burly, like, guys moving crates and stuff about. You see a number of, like, lake barges on docked at some docks here and getting sort of various things unloaded. Lots of fishing boats also at the docks. And then the warehouse area is a big cluster of activity, including the warehouse that you and Chester broke into last night. You can see these big sliding doors have been, or not sliding doors, but big doors that have been opened inward on, like, wheels, essentially, to, you know, carry out business in there in the morning. So, on the one hand, yes, there's a lot more people, easier to blend in. On the other hand, there's more people to potentially see you trying to get into the warehouse. But, what are you guys going to do?
I can cast invisibility on myself. So I could do that.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace.
Olana, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You said there was a lot of fish down there?
Mm-hmm.
And Ben, do I see people bringing out, like, carts of fish? Or bringing in carts of fish?
You see that there... Yeah, you do. You see some guys moving crates of fish out of the building to go to, like, presumably to be sold today, because fish is not going to last that long. And then you see other guys bringing in like big, basically nets of fresh fish to be crated up and stored somewhere within.
So we could try to hide on one of those carts that they're bringing in that has all the fish. Or, this wouldn't be the first time I've done this, hide in the fish.
I see.
I will
I
say.
mean, I don't
Oh,
know how many of us will be able to fit in the fish cart.
that is what I was gonna say.
Me in particular, I don't
Very true.
really think I could fit in there, man. Like you might be able to, and Wren might be able to, but
Could you push the fish cart? Cause it's only gonna do us so much if we are hiding on fish cart. We need somebody to push the fish cart.
I mean, we'd have to get some like uniforms. I mean, are they wearing like, uniforms?
They're not wearing like a standardized uniform or anything, no, but they're wearing, overalls and, work clothes.
I could always just go in, check the staircase, go out, let you guys know when we go from there.
Well, what? Does this have to be a secret?
Yeah.
I can also turn back into a cat and go with you.
Why can't we just walk in and say, "Hey, we need to look around"?
Because we're trying to get
with the people in charge.
Because we're trying to get into a place that they may not want us to go into, and if we say we're working for the people in the charge, they might ask us for a legal warrant, which we don't have, and we'd have to go back to them, and that would give them enough time to hide something if they're hiding it.
Well, you only need a legal warrant if you're actually investigating something, physically going in there and looking at things. But some of us could.
No, not necessarily. Because if they don't want you in there, then they have a right to say, no, you can't be in the space.
No. What I'm saying is, some of us can stay out here and distract them with questions because we are doing an ongoing investigation, which wouldn't be lying.
That's true.
We could pretend to be inspectors, like food inspectors, if they're selling the fish. Also, if you're gonna go back in as a cat, perhaps you should go back in as a different looking cat. They might be suspicious if the same cat goes in twice.
Or go in as a fish.
Or maybe
I can't
maybe
go in as a fish.
Rat. Maybe a mouse or a rat.
I can go in as a baboon, a badger, a cat, or a snake.
What kind of snake?
A constrictor snake.
Those aren't native to this
No.
area.
Okay. A cat might be your best choice.
Well, to be fair, constrictor snake would be any constrictor. It's not necessarily a boa constrictor. It could be a rat snake. Rat snakes are indigenous freaking everywhere.
That's true. That's true.
So what's the plan? What are you guys doing?
What, you didn't catch that? The 5 different plans we
No,
just
you guys
I'm
brought
gonna
up
turn
5
invisible.
different plans and then did not
All
choose
five.
one.
I'm gonna
Let's
turn
do all
invisible. I'm
5
gonna go in,
and see what
scout the
happens.
place, try to get in the stairwell, look around, and I'll come back and let you guys know.
Great.
Do you want a cat to go with you?
And that's up to you if you want to get a rock thrown at you again.
Well, that is true. But I will turn into a cat again.
Great.
Well, if you need something, scream.
While this is going on, can I ritual cast detect magic?
Yeah. Fyn, you turn invisible. Go ahead, make a stealth check with advantage for me.
Hold on. Where is stealth?
Under sleight of hand?
Oh, I got you. Under sleight of hand. Okay. With advantage, 21.
Okay. you make your way in, weaving through all of these workers, busily moving about everything. There's like as there's actually kind of like a long, like sloping entry hallway through this front door that Chester and Olana bypassed last night by going in through like a hole in the wall. So, but you get down into this warehouse, which is definitely like a cooler area, and you can see like these, like basically hay and ice packed around crates of fish. People are moving crates of fish out. People are bringing in these fish nets, opening them up, throwing fish into new crates, hammering them closed, putting them like in open spots between these blocks of ice. It is a lot colder in here. It's quite cold in here. And you realize that you can actually see your own breath a little bit in here, which is bad, but also you don't know if it's super noticeable. You don't feel like anybody's paying this like single little extra puff of air any attention. Olana, did you go in as a cat too, or stay outside?
I went in.
Okay, I'd like you to make a stealth check too.
That's pretty good. 23.
Okay. You see, Fyn, Olana in here. And Olana, you start going in the direction of that staircase from the night before. Fyn, you follow, and you make your way around, and then Olana, you get to the spot where that staircase was. Big pallet on the ground, ice blocks over it, fish, like no sign of the staircase.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I'm gonna paw at the wood pellet thing that's covering it.
Yeah.
To kind of indicate that this is where it was.
The staircase was down, so it's over the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Are there a lot of people around?
This is kind of in like the back corner of the warehouse. There's not a ton of people in your immediate vicinity. There are people like a couple rows over, so they're not like crazy far. Like they'd be able to hear if there was like a loud bang or something from over here, but there's nobody immediately close by.
Is there a door or window nearby?
No.
How heavy is the pallet? It's not something that we could move.
You could go.
Like that I could move.
You could go try.
I just want to try to get. I don't want to like. Can I see if it's on wheels or not?
Sure. Yeah, you can test to see how heavy it is. You push it. It does feel pretty heavy, and it doesn't feel like it's on wheels or anything. Like this is a big, giant thing that was put here.
While Fyn is testing that, I just want to also have my kind of head on a little bit of a swivel, just like making sure that nobody is paying us too much attention.
Yeah. While the two of them are doing that, what's everybody else doing outside?
Try to find a shop that would sell like work clothes.
Sure. Make an investigation.
Like the workers?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
$5.
Fortunately, no shops around here.
Well, damn. Does anybody else got ideas?
Did I get anything from my ritual casting yet, or has it still not been 10 minutes?
You finished the ritual casting. No pings within the 60-foot radius that you're not expecting.
Neela, you probably could just ask someone for their work clothes and pay them.
I think that would be very suspicious, I'm afraid.
Why?
Because just a random person asking them for their clothes and we can't give them a good reason why. I think we should just sort of try to stay.
What would you say, Dad? What would you say to the person that I asked for work clothes? What would you recommend I say to them?
Hi. I am looking to purchase some work clothes, and it looks like the shops in the area do not have anything. Are you willing to part with the clothes that you are currently wearing in exchange for this sum of money?
And then they'd be not wearing
And
clothes?
And then if they
No.
ask, why do
You
you
wouldn't take their
need them?
underwear. That you would say
Well-
that you want them.
You know what? It's worth a shot, I suppose.
Incredible.
I'm gonna find some worker that's approximately my size,
Sure.
which might somewhat challenging.
You spot the one orcish guy who looks tall enough-ish that you might be able to fit into his clothes.
Hi.
Yeah, can I help you, miss?
Yeah, so I'm looking for work clothes because I got a new job and I can't seem to find any shops that sell them.
Okay.
Do you know where I can buy them, or can I buy some of yours? You're like maybe the same height almost.
Well, my wife made me these coveralls.
Oh, that's really nice. I wouldn't want to take those from you then.
Take his wife.
Do you know where I could get some though?
Work clothes. I mean, they might have something like that over at Common Leathers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't really look there. That's that way?
It's like when's your shift supposed to start?
Oh, tomorrow. But I just want to be prepared.
Oh, okay.
It's like I just got this job after like the war. Like I've been trying to find work
been tough.
and you know, it's been tough. But I they told me to show up ready to work, and I realized like I don't have the I saw you guys loading on the docks, and I was like, oh geez, I don't have clothes like that.
Make a deception check for me. I love a deception check.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not the most. I got a 13.
Okay. He says, yeah. No, I understand. You know, a lot of people in a tough position after the war. I'd go check over it at Common Leathers. Common Leather Goods is the name of the store, but everybody calls it that. So you know.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
It's up. It's up over in Turnpike Stead, so that part of town.
All right. Great. Thank you. I'll let you get back.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Well,
Appreciate it.
well, I guess we'll see you down here tomorrow.
Yep, maybe. Actually, I think I'm on the other warehouse. I don't know. I'm gonna run away.
Good luck with the new job! He rolled an 8 on his insight check. By
Well, great. He
Thank
is
God.
clueless.
As soon as Neela gets back to Des, went well? I mean,
No.
you didn't get to lose, but
We can try this other shop that's like up that way, but did you really think he was gonna give me the clothes off his back, man?
well, you seem very persuasive and nice, and if
Oh,
you were to
no,
ask
man,
me, I
no.
would give you the clothes off my back.
I think that says more about you than it does about me.
What does that mean?
Back in the warehouse, what is going on with...
So, this is too heavy for me to push, or I can push it, but it will
It's-
make a loud scraping noise.
It would definitely make a loud scraping noise. You would only be certain that you can't move it on your own if you tried.
Okay, I want to try to move it just a little bit.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Can I put a paw?
How long
You
has it
can.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it with
You
advantage.
can. It's not going to give advantage, but you can put a paw on it and act
Wait,
like you're
wait,
helping.
I have a -4 to strength.
It's actually a disadvantage.
As a cat.
Yeah, no
as a
help.
cat.
Helpful.
As a cat.
Oh, okay, as a cat. That would be terrible.
I have a -2 to strength.
Can I use my one reroll?
Sure.
Okay, that was much better. That was a 19. Or 18 with my athletics.
Actually, yes, I am batting with the ice that has fallen on the ground. That is
Yeah, a little chunk of ice falls off of one of the like big blocks, and you start like batting it around on the floor as it slowly melts. You go to push it, Fyn. You push. I mean, this thing's really heavy. It's got several giant blocks of ice on it and crates of fish on it, so it's extremely heavy. But you go to push it, and there's like, it budges the barest of a centimeter, and with a loud sound.
Right.
And a worker quickly like pops his head out, doesn't see anything, goes back to what he was doing.
Does message, if I have it as a cantrip, take concentration, or can I message?
So
Oh, actually, I feel like I should be able just to talk to Olana.
You can talk to me.
yeah,
Yeah. I can talk if I'm invisible. I can just whisper.
yeah,
Okay.
because message would count as casting a spell, which would break invisibility.
It would break concentration.
It wouldn't break
I'm gonna
concentration,
whisper.
but invisibility ends when you cast the spell.
Right. I'm gonna whisper and just be like, I think that this is a job for Neela to move the pallet, so we might have to go back to we cause some sort of disturbance and then have her come and move the pallet.
Okay.
I think I can make a pretty convincing scene.
What would you do?
I have a really good idea. Wait, this is a great idea. We get Wren. One of us pretends to kidnap Wren in the middle of the street, and everyone comes out to try to help. And then at the end, once it's gone too far, we say, no. That was a message from the mayor, a safety message to remind you all that stranger danger is a threat. Tell your kids
See
and you all
something?
behave correctly.
See something, say something.
That's what I'm saying, Olana. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, I
I'm
will.
gonna start walking out to go meet my friends.
I'm gonna try to snag some fish.
Okay. Fyn.
And then follow.
Fyn, make another stealth check with advantage. Olana, I'm tempted to give you disadvantage too, because you're trying to carry out a whole ass fish.
Well, but
Nat
what if
20.
you didn't?
Nat 20. Great, you're fine.
Nat 20 for 22.
Are you giving me disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. One was a 17 on the die,
Okay.
and one was a 1.
Well, do you want to take the nat 1, or do you want to do your reroll?
I'll take the nat
Hey.
1. That's funny.
Hey, actually, real quick, can I get, even though it's disadvantaged, can I give a portent dice?
The one's
Burn
funny.
it.
The one is funny.
It's
Okay.
for the bit.
It's
Hey,
for the bit.
For the bit?
For the bet.
Absolutely.
So here's what happens. Then
Back.
you're walking out. Olana's behind you. Olana has snagged a full ass fish. She's dragging it.
Oh, I can't even be like a happy little kitty with a fish in it.
It's too big. This is not like a minnow, right? These are fish for people to eat. You're
Yeah, but what if I got a baby?
So you're dragging this large fish, and somebody's like, get, shoot, and like goes to smack you, but you jump out of the way quick.
I'll
goes
leave the
to-
fish.
You're gonna leave the fish.
Yeah.
Okay, he grabs the fish up off the ground. He's like, God damn it! As you scamper out.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just let me have it.
Oh, what a Scrooge.
Couldn't sell it.
But you guys make your way outside to rejoin the rest of the gang as they are debating over what to do next now that they were not able to secure a man's coveralls from him.
Hi, guys.
Oh, whoa.
I'm not invisible anymore.
Oh.
What's up?
Okay, so there's a huge pallet on top of where the stairs were, which I feel like, Neela, you should be able to figure that out and move that. But we're gonna need a distraction, I'm thinking. We're gonna need to go plan distraction.
Like, can we do this when the warehouse is not open?
Well, when the warehouse is not open, there are bad guys there.
True.
Oh, right. If they're using it as like a hideout.
Yeah.
Was I able to get
Okay.
a sense of how many workers I saw when I was in there?
There were probably like a dozen, maybe 20 people inside, and then there were people like moving in and out.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So what I could do is, Neela, I think I can cast invisibility on you. Can I do that? Creature you touch has invisible until spell ends. Yes. Neela, I can cast invisibility on you. We can make a big show out here, and then you can go to move the pallet. That way, if there are people around, you can kind of just like.
Okay. I need to. Is Olana? Are you gonna show me where it is,
Oh.
or? Okay.
And so here's my idea.
Is there some way to like set off an alarm or something to get
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
there's a
workers
fire.
out?
I was gonna say we could just start a fire.
I don't
know.
think you have to do that.
Like a small fire.
No. Just set the alarm. Like, there doesn't have to be an actual emergency. Just set off some sort of emergency alert.
Ben, did we see fire alarms? Do they have fire alarms?
Yes, ye old medieval fire alarm.
What if someone just yelled fire inside?
Isn't that
And,
illegal?
and
Wait,
you can make like
No,
smoke.
shit, I'm a cat
Guys, you can
still.
make some smoke so it smells like fire because you have all those burning.
Yeah, does
kinda
someone have
things.
like prestidigitation to do
I
that?
mean, Druidcraft, I can light a small flame, but I'm a cat right now, and I don't think I can.
Okay, we will do some sort of burning hand situation, and we will yell fire to get everyone out. And then we will be out here to be like, oh my gosh, like I saw it, like we need to get buckets. Yes, this is great.
So I can
And then how do
I
we
can do
all
some-
get in?
I can do some thaumaturgy, and play with fire, if that makes sense. I can make them flicker. I can cause flicker, already lit flame specifically. Flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. Or, can hear me out, tremors.
I mean, that can work. Earthquake.
I could do that for a minute, which is a long time for an earthquake.
Okay, but then once I've got the stairwell open, what do I do after that?
Well, presumably you would come back out to go get us, and then we could come back in. Or we could wait a certain amount of time and then go in after.
Wouldn't the workers find the staircase then?
Yeah.
And we're
And
sure
maybe
we can't
cover
just
it.
ask someone to move the pallet.
Oh, I can move it. I'm sure I can move it.
I'm
but,
still
like,
thinking
that
fire
guy
might be the
over
best way
there,
to go.
or that guy, or that guy. Like, is there really like 20 bad guys? Do we know that there are 20 bad guys in this?
We don't know who the
warehouse?
bad guys are and who the bad guys aren't.
We also don't know if they're necessarily bad.
Right.
They did throw a rock at you, but they are
They
men that work
did.
at a fish house.
They might not even know that there's something under there. So if
Yeah.
people
Okay.
came and just asked them to move it,
They did start a ruckus at a carnival,
True.
so
Fair enough.
I don't
Okay.
think they're all.
I'm
good.
gonna go buy that leather goods shop real quick.
Okay.
Just in case your invisibility doesn't work or you have to do something and then I'm not invisible and then I'm in a warehouse and just looking like this instead.
Do we
I can...
all get uniforms?
Let's see how
I
much
think
they
so.
cost and if they
Yeah.
have them.
Yeah.
Let's go shopping.
Great. Okay. So the plan, as I understand it,
And it doesn't matter what the plan is, we're looking for uniforms, okay? We don't need
Hey.
a plan right now, we're getting uniforms.
We're looking for a job. If this adventuring party doesn't work out, we all do.
you can
need
be
to-
fish.
Yeah.
I've got
mongers.
it! Let's all 6 apply today. We play the long cons. We play out like 4 or 5 weeks here at this fish place. Work our way up the
By
ladder.
which time the trial will have happened and the bad guys will have gotten away. Okay. So the plan, as I understand it, you're gonna buy workers' clothes to blend in better. You're gonna turn Neela invisible. Neela will go in to move the pallet. While that is happening, you guys will cause some form of distraction. Maybe a fire, maybe kidnapping Wren, maybe an earthquake. After that, Neela will have presumably moved the pallet. Then you guys will go in the warehouse and
Yep.
get down the stairs.
Go down the
God.
stairs and see what happens.
We don't, if Des makes an earthquake, we don't all have to be outside.
Okay, I want to be pretty clear about the limits of thaumaturgy because it is a cantrip.
It is small.
It would be very small scale tremors. Because your plan relies on this, I feel it important to tell you that thaumaturgy would not be good enough to convince people that there is a deadly earthquake striking the warehouse.
Okay, well, fine.
That doesn't mean your other...
We'll start a fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't mean your other distraction
Sure.
options are off the table. I am telling you the thaumaturgy thing outside of the bounds of what you're trying to do.
How many people were in the warehouse last night?
Just the 2.
So that
So
was
I mean,
my
I guess
other
what we
thought.
could do is we could wait tonight and then
Right.
just take out those 2 guys.
Right.
We could, if we got uniforms, we can even say, like, we were told to. Well, I guess we're probably fighting them regardless.
Yeah. If they're
Yeah,
bad
we can
guys,
just take the fighting way out, I guess.
how
You-
much time
hey,
do we have
which
before
I-
the...
gives us
to
a
be
great
clear,
amount of time to go check out the fairy tree.
to be
Right, we
clear,
can check out the fairy
I
tree
love-
and then we can head
to
back
be
tonight.
clear, I love this plan. I just wanted to make sure I was clear on what the logistics.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
we'll,
as
we'll
you
come
were
back
ex-
tonight and just beat them up.
As you were explaining it, it was like, wow, this is super complicated.
Alright, let's go with Fairy Tree.
Are you still buying uniforms?
So should I still need coveralls?
I guess not.
We'll just
If we're just gonna punch him, we don't need to be.
If it's on the way, maybe we peruse.
we window shop.
Great.
We window shop.
You guys
Got it.
quickly stop and
We go, wait a second.
you can buy coveralls relatively cheaply if you would like them.
These are great because most of my clothes got singed or burnt off last night.
That is true. I'm basically naked.
Perfect.
I'll buy a new set of common clothes. Actually, I have so much money.
Yeah.
I want nice clothes. I want to
Whoa.
look good.
Okay. Well, so I would say you're a full set of fine clothes is 15 gold pieces.
Oh, that's so expensive.
Is it
For
at
a
this
set,
store?
fine as in nice. For your work clothes, it's 2 gold pieces.
I'm gonna buy a set of work clothes.
Great. But Ren, if you
what
want to
would-
buy fancy clothes, you can splurge and spend 15.
I think I try them on and realize I can't move in them, so I'll just get my traveler's clothes again.
Okay.
While we're there, can I speak to the seamstress and just ask, hey, do you have just like extra like offcuts of like fabric that you're just gonna throw away?
She'll sell you some for like 2 silver.
2 silver? All right, easy peasy.
Great. You got some extra fabric.
This is for when something burns us again, and it's a smaller hole.
And you can do patches. I like it. Okay. But with that, you guys make your way out of town, following the directions that the lady gave you to the fairy tree. You find yourself in this area. There's all of these like low like stone farmers fences. You're like between fields. The King's Road is nearby, but you had to trek off of it. And you can actually see now, you're at the top of like a small hill. You can see that the road like clearly looked like it was supposed to go straight through here, and then it got redirected to curve around and then continue on its main course. As you climb this small hill, you can turn back, you can see the city to the east of you, all spread out on the shore of the lake, sort of glistening in the midday sun. And as you mount the hill, you see this tall ash tree standing there. And the ash tree is surrounded by a perfect ring of mushrooms, really big mushrooms in a perfect ring around the ash tree. The diameter of this mushroom ring is about like 35 or 40 feet diameter.
Ooh.
And you can see the like stone fences that other farms have like built, that farms in the area have built, have like clearly left this area like outside of any one person's farm paddock.
I'd like to go up to the fairy circle.
Yeah. You go up to the fairy circle, you see these mushrooms, this tree.
Is there anything in Druidic?
You don't see anything written in Druidic here. Just this fairy circle. if you'd like, you could make a nature check or an arcana check.
Let's make a nature check. 19.
19. As you're standing here, you can feel, you're very in tune with, as a druid, with natural magic. And standing here, you can feel this, like, wellspring of powerful natural energy. And, that, as you, like, turn, did you step inside the circle, or are you still outside the circle?
Outside.
Okay. You feel this powerful, like, natural energy coming from this ring of mushrooms and this tree. And this tree seems like it's extremely vibrant. Its leaves are a more, like, lush shade of green. Its bark immaculate. And these mushrooms are, perfect, pristine, round caps. Just a very, very nice natural area, and this, like, again, strong natural magic using the space.
I'm gonna turn back to the rest of the group and go, do you think I should step in?
Step into what?
The circle. There's a lot of natural magic right here.
Oh. Do you want to do that by yourself, or do you want?
I don't want to go by myself, but I'm really excited about this. But I know others are a little bit more hesitant.
Nope, I'll go.
About going to the Fey realm. Because also I don't know when we would return, because it seemed like whoever boys were gone for 2 weeks.
I mean, we need to take care of the circus folks first, I think.
Right.
She did give us spices.
Yes.
Des, I would say, why don't you go ahead and make an Arcana or History check, your choice.
Definitely history. Nice. 26.
26. You've of course read a lot about a lot of different topics, including the Fey realm. And based on your reading, your understanding is that there are certain places where the barrier between the natural world and the Fey world, the material world and the Fey world, is thin. And that sometimes holes can be poked between the two worlds. Now, in much of your reading, there's all sorts of folklore about these places that sometimes studied arcanists are able to prove are Fey crossings, and sometimes are able to prove are not actually Fey crossings. This could be such a Fey crossing. This could be a gateway into the Fey realm. You don't think merely stepping into the circle will instantly transport one to the Fey realm. You think there's probably something else involved, unless, such as, like sometimes, there's all sorts of writing about these Fey gateways being open during certain times, or having certain triggers that cause them to open.
Like a lunar eclipse?
Like potentially a lunar eclipse. So that you think about that, but I'll also mention one other thing. The thing that Olana brought up about the 2 weeks thing is a possibility. There are studies that arcanists have tried to conduct about how time warps between the material world and the Fey world, and if there's one thing they can all agree on, it's that they don't agree, because everybody's experiment with it has turned out differently. A number of arcane experimenters, the time that passed in the Fey world was the same as the amount of time that passed in the material world. Some researchers, time went faster in the Fey world, so than it did in the material world, so that like they spent several days there, but they were gone for only like a couple hours. And then there's also the opposite of that, where they've spent like a couple days in the Fey world and then come back and it's been weeks or even months. There's even one story of a researcher who went there for what he thought was a couple weeks, only to show back up a century later. So there's a lot of weird time dilation with the Fey world. Nobody can agree on it. And also there is sometimes a memory loss side effect as well.
So
that said, I'll bring up one other thing. That said, you are able, some researchers have said that in their journeys to the Fey world, when they've been able to get the help of powerful Fey, those powerful Fey have been able to facilitate their return to the real world without the time dilation effect.
So Des knows all this. Des looks at Olana and goes, so with the eclipse happening tonight or tomorrow night?
Tonight.
It might be the ideal time to go into the Fey realm. It probably won't open until probably tonight. That's from what I understand. I will turn to the rest of the people in the group. Also, the reason why we want to go into the warehouse is because that guy was down in the warehouse that Chester said smelled like the ironwood tree. We think there's a possibility that we can get into the ironwood tree through the Fey realm, possibly, or at least figure out a path to it.
Yeah.
So, but
or we
all
could
that
talk to the ironwood tree spirit.
Yeah. All that said, regardless if you want to try it now or tonight, I will go with you because you did the whole Ironwood journey with me, and I feel like this is your thing, and I want to go do it with you.
Well, I don't want to be gone for however long and miss our opportunity tonight. But it would be really cool to go into the Fey. I mean, right now our problem is that we're waiting until later for both of our missions now that we were gonna take care of today. Which is fine.
We could also still start a fire.
We could start a fire.
And also, we got these great uniforms, and I feel like I could blend in pretty good. I didn't notice any tieflings, but we're past the days where people said a lot of bad things about them.
I mean, what do you guys think? I'm fine either way.
I'm okay with going, and I'm okay with going and starting a small fire, or I could pretend to that I'm a singing telegram person, and I need people's attention and see if I can get everyone to come out for a song.
What's a telegram?
I don't. It's a thing. It's a thing that I heard about.
On her travels, she heard about it.
Okay.
It's
okay.
No, from someone in who came to the tavern. They said that so they paid someone and they showed up and they sang their spouse a happy birthday. So I could do that.
Oh, I've heard of that before. It's called a telegram. It's from the
That's actually
Fyn
such a
family.
good idea, and all the people in the warehouse come out because they're like, "Oh, it's your wife again. She got you one of those things."
We could try that.
It's got to be somebody's birthday too. So we could always sing the happy birthday song.
Or just we could pick a really generic name and just you could sing a love song, because that's ooh, you have a secret admirer, and then it doesn't matter if it's the guy's birthday or not. And that's gonna start some gossip.
Drama.
Yeah.
With the distraction plan back on the table, why don't we end the episode here? We will pick back up next time, back at the warehouse for part 2 of the attempted infiltration into the basement. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching this chaotic episode, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.